Ron Drotos, and hey, I'm Ron Drotos from KeyboardImprov.com, and today I'm continuing my journey through the real book, and I'm on the second song, Afro Blue by Mongo Santamaria. And a couple of things about this song. One is that it's really made famous nowadays for jazz musicians, from John Coltrane and sort of the modal late 60s and even some of the early 70s jazz players. There's a version with Richie Byrack and Wayne Shorter playing it on YouTube. But it goes back to Mongo Santamaria, and this was at a time when you could have a hit that wasn't vocal-oriented on the radio. You know, Watermelon Man, Herbie Hancock, these songs got radio play, and Afro Blue and some of Mongo Santamaria's other tunes did too. It's worth going back to check out the original because it's a little different than the way jazz musicians tend to play. It's a little mellower, a little more groove-oriented, and not so much, you know, these kind of fourth chords. Tyner and others who played with Coltrane and thereabouts made famous. So what I did was I actually did some research for this, and I went to YouTube and I just typed in Afro Blue. You can do that too. And I came up with some really interesting versions. Erykah Badu, the singer, it's sort of smooth jazz, groovy, light R&B. She has a really nice version. It was from a live concert. And it takes the tune in different directions, because my challenge, I found, is that sometimes I'm influenced a little too much by the most famous versions of songs. Like, you know, The African Flower, I'm thinking Duke Ellington, and it's kind of in that style, right? And then Afro Blue, we think John Coltrane, right? But you want to find your own identity as a player, so I'm always coming back to how do I want to play this song, not just how is it usually played. So that's what I'm going to do on this. It's got some nice chords, very Coltrane-esque chords, these sharp nines. They weren't in the original real book, but they're in the sort of legit printed version. And so I'll go with it. So it starts with F minor 7th. And then you have D flat 7 sharp 9. C7 sharp 9. And I actually don't play the sharp 9. I play a sharp 11 instead. So it goes. I've got these nice triads, an E triad and an F sharp triad in my right hand, and then F minor. And even though I'm playing that, it sounds Coltrane-esque. I'm not going to go that way so much in the version. In my left hand, because the solos are basically on just F minor modal, I'm just going to do the root in the 5th generally. It's a jazz waltz, which means that the emphasis is going to also be, it's on the downbeat and then the and of 2. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. You hear a lot of that. What else? Oh, when I'm soloing on this, where does confidence come from? That's where I'm getting on this. Musical confidence isn't just like, okay, I know how the solo is going to go and it's going to come out great, right? That's not musical confidence, because we don't know how it's going to come out, and you don't want to know how it's going to come out. You want to take some risks. So all I know is that I stay with an F minor scale, or whatever it is, and I just play one note, and then I just see where that wants to go. Does it want to go up a half step? And then that brings me to a natural minor scale. But if I go up a whole step, it's a Dorian. And I'm not going to plan that out. I'm not going to plan the modes that I use, or if I'm going to go up to different pentatonics, you know, F pentatonic, B pentatonic. I'm not going to plan that out yet. I'm just going to see where this takes me and trust that if I listen, I will get there. That's the takeaway from this lesson. Here we go. That was fun. And I went some places I never went with that tune before. These octaves, sort of with an open fifth here. It's kind of like a Gregorian chant. And it's funny, when I was playing that, I was thinking, you know, I was in the car the other day listening to WKCR, which is the Columbia University radio station. They play a lot of jazz. And they were playing some Dave Brubeck, where he was playing those kind of block chords. It was from the album Time Out, but not one of the more famous songs. I forget which one. But he was doing these kind of things, not exactly those voicings, but those kind of things. And somehow, you know, that led me to play something I don't usually play on a tune like this. So again, it's not having confidence like this false confidence that I know it's going to be great. Okay, so I'm not going to play my solo unless I can see the whole thing through. It's more like a confidence that, okay, I'm just going to listen to what I'm playing, whether I know one scale or 1,000 scales that I can use, and I'm just going to follow where it's going and not be limited by how I think I should go. That's probably a better way of putting it. So you can do that at whatever level you're at. That's the great thing. So Afro Blue, next week I will look at John Lewis's Afternoon in Paris. So good luck with your own playing this week. You can visit me at KeyboardImprov.com if you want step-by-step jazz piano training or to ask me questions about this, whatever you want, whatever's going to help you get to the next level. Have a great week. See you in the next video.